How's it going, everyone? Shifty here, and I'm back with another easy Legend Lost Sector guide. Today I'm covering the VELES Labyrinth. As always, in my easy guides I try to use loadouts that are easily obtainable by most players. I also don't use Warmind Cell or Charged with Light mods. In addition to that, I offer live commentary to give you tips along the way. In this video I'm going to show you a full run on all three classes, and on each class I'm going to use a different loadout. That way you can see some of the different options that you can use in this Legend Lost Sector. But before I get into the loadouts in this one, if you end up enjoying the video, make sure to hit that like button, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe as well. Alright, let's hop right into the loadouts. I'll start with a Warlock. For my Warlock, I decided to go with Chaos Reach with Geomag Stabilizers. For my weapons, I have the Wither Horde for Unstoppable Champions. Then I'm using the Number Arc Auto Rifle. This is available from the Future War Cult Focused Umbral Ingram. I believe you can also get it from the World Loot Pool. Then I'm using the Temptations Hook Arc Sword, and this is also available in the World Loot Pool. As for necessary armor mods, I have the Anti-Barrier Auto Rifle mod and the Unstoppable Grenade Launcher mod. If possible, I would recommend putting Arc Damage Resistance in your chest or Concussive Dampener. On my Warlock, I'm also using the Energy Accelerant mod because that is currently doubling the damage of the heavy attack for Temptations Hook. Moving on to my Titan loadout, I decided to go with Thunder Crash, and I am using Dune Marchers, although they don't do much in this Legend Lost sector. For my weapons here, I have Bastion, which has intrinsic unstoppable rounds for the Unstoppable Champion. Then I'm using the Eternal Blaze and Arc Scout Rifle, which is in the World Loot Pool. And for my heavy weapon, I have the Code Duello Solar Rocket Launcher. As for necessary armor mods here, I have the Anti-Barrier Scout Rifle mod, and that's all I need in my arms because the Bastion has intrinsic unstoppable rounds, as I already mentioned. Then on my Titan, I am using the Sundering Blast mod, which makes it so stunning a champion creates an explosive blast. And lastly, for my Hunter run, I went with Arc Strider, and I'm using Raiden Flux. For my weapons, I have the new Ignition Code Grenade Launcher from the Override activity. Then I'm using the Shadow Price Arc Auto Rifle. And for my heavy weapon, I have the Two-Tailed Fox. Again, for necessary armor mods, I have the Anti-Barrier Auto Rifle and Unstoppable Grenade Launcher mod. And just like on my Titan, I am using the Sundering Blast mod here. One final note. I am using a lot of arc damage because it is boosted by 50% in this Legend Lost sector. Anyway, that is it for loadouts on all three classes. There will be timestamps to each run if you want to skip ahead. Now, let's get into it. Alright, I want to say right off the bat that this is one of the best Legend Lost sectors to farm exotics in. Alright, right here we're going to have some Thrall. We can either push past them or fight them. I'm going to push past them. Then we can hug the right wall and we'll get to exactly where we need to go. Alright, now at the bottom of this long tunnel, there's going to be a bunch of Thrall that push forward, so I'm going to put a Wither Horde shot there, which makes that a great choice for this Legend Lost sector. Then there's going to be a Barrier Champion. Take out some of these enemies down here. Be careful for enemies up top. Don't get stuck on the terrain like I did. Alright, we're going to have a Barrier Champion up here, so I'm going to throw a Wither Horde over there. We're going to have a bunch of Thrall push over. Put a Wither Horde shot there or just fight them regularly. Alright, and now we're going to have an Unstoppable Champion, so ready your Grenade Launcher. Get it on them. And the last obstacle before the boss fight is this Wizard. When that Wizard is down, we just hop up here next to the chest. And the boss came out. I'm going to put a sword on it, and then I'm going to super it. VELES Labyrinth completed on the Warlock. Alright, now I'm going to show you a full run on a Titan and a Hunter. I'm also going to use slightly different loadouts so that you can see some different options. Alright, we're back in the VELES Labyrinth on a Titan this time. I'm going to skip those thrall again. Just keep hugging the right wall. Now we don't have Wither Horde this time, so we got to be a little bit more careful at this part. So I'm just going to start by throwing a grenade down here. So it looks like the explosions from the cursed thrall down there helped me take out that champion. Just backtrack as you need to avoid the exploding thrall. Let's sit here and take out these enemies to avoid getting shot from atop. If you want to, you can shoot them from down here just like that. There is one more. Make sure everything's reloaded. We're going to hop up here. And try to get a grenade on that champion. I'm going to go finish it while these thrall attack my body. Ashen makes quick work of unstoppable champions since it has intrinsic unstoppable rounds. I'm gonna rocket that right away. Alright, now we can head up to the ledge and get ready for the boss fight. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna rocket the boss. Then I'm gonna thunder crash. I'm sure Thunder Crash would actually be enough for the boss, but I just wanted to be safe. There we are, the VELES Labyrinth completed on the Titan. Now we're going to move on to the Hunter run. Here we are now on a Hunter. Again, since we're not using Wither Horde here, I have to be a little bit more careful at the bottom of this tunnel. The champion didn't go as smoothly as I wanted it to, but we still got the job done. Still some more thrall out there, so we gotta be careful. Yep. Okay, you run. Take some of these enemies out from a distance. And now we're ready for the barrier champion that's up there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fire a rocket immediately. If I can get his attention. Let's jump over these guys. And make our way to the unstoppable champion up here. You may notice a small explosion when I stun it. Right there. That's because I'm using the Sundering Blast mod. Now we're ready for the wizard. We'll make our way up here. We don't quite have our super yet. We might be able to get it here in just a moment. Until then, I'll fire rockets at the boss. Now we can go for the chest. And there is a platinum completion of the VELES Labyrinth on a hunter. That brings us to the conclusion of my easy guide. I hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did, remember to like and subscribe. I just want to thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.